100 pesos for a 65 watt USB charger. That's how much these were selling for during the recent free sale and during ongoing flash sales. That's less than $2 for a 65 watt charger. And if you have doubts, you can see that they've sold thousands of these, and most of them have 5-star reviews saying it's so fast, it can charge all my gadgets, no more worries about low battery. But here's the thing, if something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And as soon as you actually receive these from the courier, from the delivery rider, you're going to think, are you sure this is legit? Because this not only looks like a pencil sharpener case, but it even feels like one. And it has basically no weight. Now for comparison, this is a legitimate 65 watt charger. You can see it's slightly bigger, but honestly, they are comparable in size, but the weight, oh my goodness, the legitimate one, it feels like if you throw this at someone's head, they're gonna have a very bad day. Whereas this one, the pencil sharpener, if you throw this at someone's head, they're just going to be like, hey, why did you do that? So, my goodness, we're gonna talk about the reviews later because I can't be the only one that is sick and tired of all these fake reviews on the 2 local shopping websites. And of course, none of these came with receipts. So who's selling these? I have no idea. Anyway, before we immediately call these a scam, let's bring the camera closer and do some actual testing. We'll start with the yellow one. I've already plugged in our tester. It's charging this cell phone, and you can see it's only actually putting in 6.5 watts. There's no quick charge, rapid charge, or anything like that. And I've now connected a power bank which supports pretty much most of the quick charge protocols, and you can see we're only getting 10 watts. For comparison, this is the genuine 65 watt charger that I showed you earlier, and you can see right now it's outputting 40 watts, which is actually the maximum of this power bank. Okay, let's move on to the next 65 watt USB charger, allegedly. So with the cell phone plugged in, we're looking at 5 volts, 2 amp, 10 watt. With the power bank, it's actually outputting 17.5 watts. That's still way too low compared to what's promised, but they do have some kind of quick charge support built into this, so maybe this is an 18 watt charger. Moving on to our final 65 watt USB charger. So charging the cell phone, it's the same as all the others, 5 volts, 2 amp, 10 watts. And on the power bank, it's only outputting 5 volts, 2 amp, 10 watt. So again, it doesn't appear to have any support for a quick charge. I've done a lot more testing off camera, and I can say that these are pretty much junk. They're just basic 10 watt chargers, and they've just put random labels on there saying 65 watts, PD, quick charge. I mean, one of them, yes, it output quick charge, but only 18 watts. That's nowhere near what these are claiming. So, I mean, I know what you're thinking, well, it's 100 pesos, what did you expect? Let me bring up the reviews and let's go back to a topic that I mentioned earlier. The yellow one has sold nearly 1,000 and has a 4.7 star rating. That's just one seller. Remember, there's many sellers with this product. The black one has nearly 200 sold, and again a 4.7 star rating. And the one that looks like a pencil sharpener, that has nearly 1,000 sales with a 4.9 star rating. This one is a little bit more confusing because if you look at the title, it says 65 watts, but then it also says PD 20 watts. And then in the description, it says 12 volts 3 amp, which would be 36 watts. And then on the bottom, it says 22.5 watts. So it's all over the place. In my testing, using both the Type A and the Type C, the most I could pull out this was 18 watts. And actually, after a while, it got so hot that it started dropping down to like 16 watts. So I guess it must have some kind of temperature sensor inside, and when it gets too hot, it drops the current. So that's something at least, but it's not 65 watts, is it? Now, if you actually look at the reviews, nearly everybody is saying the same thing. It's literally the same sentences over and over again. And I think that has to do with this feature that Lazada have added. I don't know, if I go to write a review on this, you can see that it actually gives me a bunch of sentences that I can just choose from. So I can just click a bunch of random stuff, and there you go, I just earned my 4 coins. I just don't understand how you can have all of these obviously fake products. They don't perform as promised, but somehow they have really high ratings. This didn't used to be the case. It used to be that you'd see lots of reviews saying fake, 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 scam, scam, scam. Now what you see is the 5 stars. Now I know what a lot of people are thinking, just return it and get a refund. There's a returns process. The process depends on the platform. Sometimes the courier will come to you and pick it up. That's very convenient. Other times you have to arrange your own courier and then try and claim back the cost. That's a hassle. Or you have to drop it off somewhere. That's also a hassle. I feel like a lot of people are just going to throw these away and say, well, I got scammed. It's only 100 pesos. It's only 200 pesos. And of course, many of these sellers have multiple accounts and they don't issue any receipt. Now, what I found with Lazada, if you don't get a receipt, they will tell the seller either issue a receipt or we're going to force a refund. But with Shopee, if the seller doesn't issue a receipt, in my experience, they say, well, just talk to the seller, that's between you. So I don't understand how you can keep reporting sellers that don't issue receipts, that sell fake products, but they don't seem to get removed. Why is it like that? Shouldn't it be that if you're selling fake products, if you're not issuing receipts, if you have so many different accounts scamming people, shouldn't you get removed? Isn't that the right thing to do? I just don't know how many people are being affected. It's not just charges, there's so much stuff. I was going to make a video before about water tumblers, because when you search on the 2 popular platforms, there are so many ads that come up with fake water tumblers. They show you something really nice in the image, but then what they send you is a piece of junk. And then I thought, oh, I won't do it because it's kind of boring. But it just keeps happening again and again and again. So many scams, and they're all 5-star reviews. I don't want to say they're fake reviews or they're paid reviews, but how are so many fake products getting 5-star reviews? Don't know. What's going on? Anyway, don't buy these. You're going to be wasting your money. I don't want to say they're dangerous, but I would not leave these unattended in my home. Okay, so just be careful. It might seem like a big sale, flash sale, free sale. It's a scam. Sorry, it's a scam.